How much does the average American know about their freedom of speech? How do they respond to questions about their free speech? Do they even know where it is? Here are the responses of a few average Americans to the following questions. What do you know about your right to free speech?
My understanding is that we as a people of the United States, we have the opportunity to express our feelings, our beliefs, our whatever comes to mind about our government, about our opinions on other people, our opinions on companies, our opinions on all of those things. Knowing full well there may be consequences of those things.
We have that right as the Westmoreland Founding Fathers through the Declaration of Independence and the First Amendment. We have that right to speak as long as we're not legally hurting somebody or maligning something.
How do you define free speech?
Free speech would be I can express myself, instead of being limited to watch what I say to certain people. I could be more open to what I say to anybody.
To be honest, I don't really know a lot. I know you can say a lot. Like you can say you are free to say what you want, but I'm actually not totally sure. I can't really answer it.
It's guaranteed by the Constitution.
If I share an opinion about another individual that is not appropriate or not true, that individual then has the right to sue. But that doesn't mean that I automatically am guilty. Okay, I have to be proven guilty.
That I can pretty much speak my mind, and as long as I'm not doing anything illegal, get my point across.
What can you do differently because of your right to free speech as opposed to other countries?
I think here in the U.S. we have more leniency of what we can say. We can express, and we do have freedom of speech. I mean, that's what it's called. I think in any other country, if you go there and start running your mouth, I think you can get in a lot more trouble.
No, sir. I don't have an answer for that.
Where in the Constitution does it say we have the right to free speech?
I know it's one of the top three.
Could you repeat that?
It's in my First Amendment.
I did in high school. I forgot.
I think then the First Amendment, or
It is, yeah. It is.
Could that right be taken away?
Do you think it could be taken away? I don't think it can. I don't think it should, at least. But I don't know that much about it also.
no.
It actually can. There's people right now who are trying to take it away.
There is a way to take it away, but right now, I don't think they go that far to do it.
When or how?
Through, they can take away your religion. They can take away your political opinion. Like, they could maybe shut down maybe a television commentator or a radio commentator that they don't like.
There are certain situations where they could do it, and I guess they could pass amendments and change laws and stuff like that to it.
Does that right differ from adult to child?
No, but here's the caveat. 18 is the legal right of maturity. Okay. Those under 18, if they want to be able to say the things that they are going to say, be it via Facebook or online or any of those kind of things, and if those things are negative, bullying or those kind of things, then the person posting that, saying those things, should have consequences.
Probably. All children, from the time they're born, they don't have as much free speech as adults.
So while I believe that they should have those same freedoms, we need to make sure that the consequences are there too. We are trying way too hard to take away the consequences of those posters' actions.
You raise that child to do how you think he should do, and the older he is, the more free he's given.
That's a tough one. I don't think anyone will really listen to a child versus an adult.
No. I think everyone has equal amount of free speech. Now probably kids could get away with a little bit more saying stuff.
Underage people do still have the right to have free speech, but it's not going to be really listened to.
They still have their right at one time, when they become an adult, to throw that all away, and they have the freedom to have their own opinion.
From public to private.
I think anything now is public. If you put anything like on a blog or anything like that, you're pretty much going public anyway. So I mean, if you just mean like in my house, I mean, you're pretty much free to say whatever you want in your house as long as there's someone there not really policing you anyway.
Yes. Because I think, public speech, you're not sensitized, or, people are not, with the private, you gotta watch what you say, and then how you present yourself.
If you go out into the public, you're going to face a little bit more criticism anyway to what you say based on other people's opinions and stuff like that.
I wanted to see how well people could actually employ their knowledge of free speech, so I asked them to decide on the court cases we had talked about in class. Here are their responses. Hazelwood v. Kohlmeyer.
In my opinion, we have educators, and in this case a principal, that have to juggle a lot of different things. The education side of what they're trying to teach the children. Plus they have to juggle from a parent standpoint. Then they also have to realize that if it's printed like that under the school's name, the school has to take on the liability of whatever's printed. The principal is no more different than my boss would be if I put something out there under the company's name. So I think that in this case, the principal had the right to say, what's produced out of the school can only be this, or this.
Do you think the school should have been able to edit it? Or do you think?
Yeah, I think the school had the right to do that. I mean, it's like if these kids want to protest or say whatever they want, I think they can do it outside of school. I mean, the school board has a right to control what is put out to the rest of the students.
The student has the right to then blog it, those kind of things that are available to them. Understanding that then they take upon them all the legalities, all of the consequences of what they print.
I mean, what if some kids wanted to send out a bunch of F words or pornography in the school newsletter? I mean, they can't do that. The school has the right to stop whatever they want.
Tinker v. Des Moines.
Well, it was a public or private school, that's the other thing. So they also have a way to set up, I guess, a dress code, which would allow them to, decide to keep students safe.
There's a lot of people who disagree with that they should do that, but I think they should have the right as long as they were not infringing on the free speech of others.
Probably was a violation of their First Amendment rights, but they also know when they go to school that school also has rules. This administration felt that was a violation of keeping students safe. Even if it wasn't causing any disruption, they didn't want to set a precedence where it would allow other issues, I guess.
And Texas v. Johnson.
Do you think that he should be able to burn the American flag in public?
No.
Because it's right?
No.
No. Alright. Thank you.
I thought that was wrong.
This is what the average public knows about their free speech. And to show you what the founders did for our country. To summarize the true power of our free speech in America, please vote for Pedro.